Ahoy Rum Explorers and Shark Lovers, I'm Nia, your host. I'm from My Rum Diaries, and today I have two very special guests from Just Drinking. I have Roger and Robert on the line. Thank you so much for being with me, guys.
Thank you. I mean, honestly, I didn't know if we were going to make it out here in the ocean in Iowa. It's pretty hard sometimes to know where we're going to be at, so we're just glad we can make it.
We are. We're proud to be here.
Awesome. How's the visibility? It looks pretty good, huh?
It's amazing.
It does.
Clear waters. I mean, we can see all the way to our feet, which is incredible.
It is.
That's amazing.
Almost like we're in a pool.
It really is.
Almost.
Seriously.
That's great. Thank you so much for being here. So tell us about your channel. I know you guys are fellow rum reviewers as I am, but when do you go live?
Yeah, so we run a YouTube community for rum, obviously, right? We love drinking rum. Being in Iowa, it's a little bit difficult to find some rum, so we do our best and we do a lot of traveling. But Wednesday nights we do lives. We're usually live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on our Wednesdays, and then we obviously put out reviews every week. And we're on TikTok quite frequently over there, so kind of trying to be all over the place there as much as we can. But Wednesday night lives at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time is when we hang out with the greatest growing rum community. So
We have
so much fun.
I know, I love our duets.
I know,
on
we've been
TikTok.
having fun on TikTok, doing some cool stuff. We're just we're being cool kids now, which makes me feel really included. I love it.
Next thing is we gotta do a dance or something funny, right?
Exactly. I mean, you should see Roy Air dance. He is the best dancer in all of Iowa.
Of course, this is after probably a bottle kill, right? I imagine.
What was that?
I imagine this dancing is after a couple bottles of rum.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The dancing only gets better as you do it. That's the way we see it. So.
That's how we roll.
That's awesome. So a little housekeeping before we do our pre-show, because we all know that tonight we have the rise of the monster Hammerhead sharks that we're all excited to see, right?
Yep.
So right after this, make sure you tune into Discovery Plus. They'll talk a little bit more about hammer sharks, but make sure you check out Soapy Vessels is offering all you shark lovers with promo code SHARKLOVER. She's offering 25% off. It's a local skincare brand. Also, make sure you sign the petition down in the description. We're trying to make shark fishing tournaments illegal here in the US. So if you do love sharks as much as we do, please go ahead and sign that petition. And now, stealing from your show, what are you guys drinking today?
Yeah, so we thought we'd be festive. We thought we'd be festive today.
Yep.
And we have a little Kraken, but we got the special edition from Illinois because Iowa didn't get one. So we stole Illinois and brought it to
Illinois just to get this
got
one.
the cool bottle, brought it back.
Oh my gosh, you guys are hilarious.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. So
You got it in your glass tonight.
So a little backstory on the rum that we were trying to get today was this rum from Germany that has a very cool hammerhead shark. When I reached out to the company, unfortunately, they said they don't ship to the US. We're still gonna talk about that very cool bottle though, because I have never seen a German company make rum. So today I'm enjoying what we actually tried yesterday on the video. So make sure you check out that video. It's up with Vanessa. We had a collab for a very cool design. I don't know if you guys saw it yesterday, but it's a shark drinking rum, which is quite fitting.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
And you could get t-shirts, bags, all kinds of swag to rock out your love for sharks and rum.
I love it.
So yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's a clear rum. It's supposedly a blend of Caribbean and rums from New England, which I thought was very interesting. I do detect a little bit of funk, so I have a feeling it has a little bit more of that Jamaican style rum.
Oh yeah, that pot still a little flavor going on there.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
So
That
do you
sweet
want
Jamaican
to?
accent was
Yeah,
brought to you by
exactly.
Roger.
So, do you guys want to talk a little bit of facts about the hammerhead sharks that we love so much?
So I'm super pumped we're doing this, right? You let us pick our own shark, pick the hammerhead shark. It's always been my favorite shark. And I gotta tell you, it's because it's cool, it's so unique, it's so distinctible. Everybody knows the hammerhead shark, right? But there is so little I feel like known about it other than it just looks super cool. So I got a couple fun facts, if you don't mind me sharing a little bit as we go here and talking a little bit about how awesome it is. But literally the longest hammerhead that was ever recorded was 20 feet long, and the heaviest was 991 pounds. So I mean, these things
Wow.
get massive, all right? Like, that's almost as big as Royer, which is the biggest thing I've ever seen. So it's incredible. But honestly, I started reading into some of these facts, and I honestly knew some of them, but it's really cool. They go really deep. They're found at depths of 984 feet, but they typically are found in the coastal waters around 262 feet. And a fact that my wife actually, my beautiful, amazing wife, actually shared with me, because I didn't actually see it, she did. So I'm stealing from her sweet Disney Plus Hammerhead show. Right?
Nice.
Is that hammerheads are kind of going extinct, right? They're having a little bit of a problem
They are.
with them going away, and we don't want that. And one of the reasons is their mating is actually really unique. I didn't know this. But when they mate, they actually start at the top of the water and they go straight down as they do it, and they will not stop until they hit. And when they hit the bottom, they still don't stop. So when they hit the bottom, they stop moving, and that's what causes them to sometimes die, because they will continue to go. So in that shallow water, we're seeing this happen. So that's why it's crazy, and it's super rare. I guess it's only been seen like one time.
Really?
Ever. Like, humanity's only ever actually got to visibly see it like once, this happening, and that's what they do. That's how they do it, which is really just kind of a crazy fact that I had no idea about, but I thought it was really kind of incredible.
That is very incredible.
That was my super cool. I hope that was. I don't know. I put a lot of build up into that for everybody watching. I hope I met your expectations.
Yes, it's
That's
very
pretty cool.
interesting. Yeah, absolutely. I've never heard of that either.
I'm also eating pretzels out of my sweet bowl. I'm going to take a moment to plug my sweet cup here, if that's okay.
Absolutely. Is it keeping your rum nice and cold?
Why not?
I'm surprised you're not
Why
yelling at
not?
me more by this point.
Why not?
I'm just off.
Why wouldn't you?
I'm off
I mean,
the rails
after all,
already.
You brought your snacks bowl cup.
I've got
thing.
snacks. I've got pretzels in the top. And this was
my.
found at the luxury aisle at Walmart, which I thought was pretty amazing. But
Luxury
it's a
aisle?
giant cup. It changes color as you run out of drink. When you're out, it all turns to yellow. And
In case you're
it's
that
also-
drunk that you don't realize it's empty. Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
exactly.
This way I know when I'm getting low.
Yeah.
It's got a gauge on
Because
it.
otherwise, how would you know, Nia? Right? I mean,
I get it.
Maybe the fact that you couldn't get any more drink out of there, I don't know. Maybe that would be enough. But
Hey.
no, you gotta actually look at the cup. Say, yeah, no, I must be out because it's all yellow.
Just like the hammerhead shark, if I stop swimming, it just starts to get painful, right? We can't do that. We don't want to lose me, so I gotta be able to keep going. Can't run out. Nope.
For sure. I get it. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about this rum
Okay.
I'd love to hear about it.
Yeah.
that we weren't able to get, but I'm gonna try to source it, and then I obviously will send you a sample. But the master distiller is Gregor Thorman, and he discovered his love of rum because he actually was in the German Navy for 3 years. So he was very surprised that there was no German rum. So he started his company in Hamburg, and he actually took molasses from factories in Guatemala and Nicaragua.
Okay.
So I know you guys have tried Flor de Caña, which is from Nicaragua, right? And we've all tried Ronzacapa, so we imagine this rum is probably a pretty tasty and sweet rum, right?
Right.
Yes, very much so.
And then after that, he gets brand new unused American white oak barrels, which is very interesting, but he chars them to give the rum a vanilla finish. And as we all know, or some of you might not know, you can char the barrel in a different level to give it a vanilla flavoring, even though they don't add vanilla. So that's what this German company does, which is incredible. So it has vanilla notes, but it's not added vanilla flavoring.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. So you have some of this coming in, right?
Yes, I'm trying to.
That's what we like to hear. We gotta try. We gotta know. We gotta have it, right?
We gotta
I'm
try
getting thirsty
that one.
already just thinking about it.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, here we go.
But in the meantime, have some of the rum that you have there. And then if you can check out this rum, it's called Grasbrook. It has a very cool hammerhead shark, which we talked about today, which is awesome. Yep. And then did you guys check out Shark Week yesterday?
I have not watched any.
No, I haven't watched any.
I know there was a big thing with Steve-O and the Jackass crew getting a kickoff to it, but I haven't watched any of it yet.
I saw the advertisements for that.
Oh, what a bummer. Yeah, it was great. It was super funny. So Poopy, the guy that unfortunately got attacked by a shark because they did a stupid stunt where he landed on top of the sharks.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he revisited the same area and the same sharks, and they all went down in cages, but they had a great time. Actually, I was very impressed with Johnny Knoxville. He was praising the sharks and how important they are for the ecosystems, which I think it's important to bring up. They are apex predators, so they take care of everything in the ocean, and that's why they're so important. So they control fish populations, they take out sick fishes, so that's why we're so passionate about sharks. And I personally dive, and I actually, on one of my first dives here in Florida, because I actually learned to dive in Australia, was my first time. I think on my third trip diving, I saw an 11-foot hammerhead shark.
No kidding, that is amazing.
Yes.
That is so cool. That is really cool, Nia.
That is wild.
It was very cool. And the part that most people don't know is hammerhead sharks are super, super shy. So we were at the bottom just hanging out, trying to get our regulators and talk to, learn the hand signals and everything. As soon as one person let out the bubbles from the regulator, the shark left. That's how shy and skittish hammerhead sharks are.
Well, I knew that they super rarely attack people because they don't want to deal with it, and the only way that they usually do is if you provoke it. You actually get up in its space. Like, as long as you kind of just do your own thing, they'll just kind of float around you and leave you be.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's my kind of shark. I'm just saying. That's like another reason what makes them so great. You know?
One of the things that I do know about hammerhead sharks, I was watching one of the Discovery channels, and they were talking about the hammerhead sharks that are located down by Key West. Okay, Key West, Florida, right?
Right.
And they hang out at the old bridge that used to go across from one key to the other, and they get extremely large. Some of the world's largest hammerhead sharks are found down there by Key West. Have you heard anything about that, Nia? I know you're located down there in Florida, and I didn't know if you had heard anything about the Key West area and all the hammerhead sharks that actually live down there.
No, I haven't, but it doesn't surprise me because I know the Bahamas is huge on hammerhead sharks, especially like in February. Every single year they see a ton of them. I guess I'm assuming they're migrating a little bit, but not Key West. That's even better and closer for me. So I'll definitely have to keep an eye out and report back to you.
Awesome.
Let us know. You should go scuba diving down there. Let us know.
Yeah.
Right? Do a live report.
I'll try my best. We'll have to get Bobby in the scuba suit behind the camera today. Say hi to Bobby if you are in the chat. He's taking care of all of you great people tuning in today.
How you doing, Bobby?
Hope you're doing good. Appreciate you putting in some effort here and talking to people. We try to do that too. Our guy's not very good. He's terrible, quite frankly.
Well, that was me yesterday, so.
Well, I mean, our guy might or might not be in the pool, so I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll leave that open. We don't want to point out any names.
So what's your next rum you're gonna review? Do you have
Ocean water.
Yes.
The ocean water. That's
Yes.
just the world's largest pool. Is all I'm
It's
saying.
just a big green screen back here.
We just, yeah, exactly. Big green screen, amazing.
It just looks like we're in a pool.
Absolutely. And we are also practicing safety.
Yes.
We like to let people know to beware of the sharks.
Always beware of the sharks.
You have to be considerate of that. Just saying, we're
It's
always
it's their ocean, not ours.
exactly. When we get in
Right?
here, we want to make sure we're being, nice about it's their space.
We want to
we're
share it with
visiting.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
respect the
Just
locals.
visiting.
Respect the locals.
Respect the locals.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
That's exactly
I like
what
that.
we're trying to do. So I love it. So Nia, we're here. We're hanging out with your show. I'd like to flip the script and ask you a couple questions.
Oh,
Absolutely.
here we go.
Awesome. So first of
She
all,
wasn't. No, wait. She wasn't ready for this. Did
I
you
know.
see this?
I
She's
know.
like, "What are you guys doing?"
She's probably
She's
shaking
like,
right
"I'm
now.
not
It's
sure.
all good.
I'm not.
sure
I'm
where
good.
this is going."
This is the
I've
point
been
of the
drinking
show
enough
where-
rum to be nice and relaxed
Well,
today.
let's catch up. Come on.
See, that's the thing. The point of the show is we start drinking rum, things start getting a little bit more interesting, we'll just say, as we go. So the first thing that I just want to know here, and I know we got a lot of our own viewers kind of checking in with this video, is what got you into rum? Where are you
Yeah.
from? How you doing this right now? Like, where'd this come
Tell
from?
us about you.
So as far as me, I actually drank the first time in Ecuador, and it's legal to drink down there at 18 years. So I actually fell in love with not only the history, but the taste, the sweetness, and the smokiness of the rum. My first rum that I drank, which I think you guys have reviewed, is Ron Abuelo.
Ron Abuelo?
Yep.
Yes.
Abuelo,
Yep.
right? You guys have
Yep.
reviewed that. So that was
Oh,
my
yeah.
first rum. I actually, for my graduation, I had,
Awesome first rum.
yeah, so I had Ron Abuelo and a
that's-
cigar.
Yeah, that's an incredible first rum.
Yeah, that is.
Wow. I mean, that beats our.
It's really similar to ours, just about the same level.
Really? No, it's not. I mean, we're
My first was Sailor Jerry. I mean, I feel like
Yours-
that's somewhere in the same spec.
okay.
They're
Yeah,
both
my first
rums.
was Bacardi. Yeah, not even remotely close.
All right, Ron Abuelo might be
Yes.
a hair or so
Yeah.
above those rums.
Yeah.
I've heard.
So very envious. That was your first rum.
That's amazing.
I know, I got spoiled.
So tell us more.
So then after that, I obviously kept on drinking rum. I did steer away from rum for a little bit, did a little bit of vodka for the calories, and then maybe
now we're
like,
judging you.
I know.
No, we're not.
We're judging super
No,
hard now.
no,
It's
we're
okay.
not.
It's okay.
No, we're not. Yeah, eat more pretzels out of your snack bowl cup thing.
You don't even
Yeah.
know what to call it.
Yeah,
Luxury.
I don't know what to call it. Anyhow,
But I came
Sorry,
back.
Nia.
I came back to my first love. Let's say that. So
There you go.
maybe like 6 years ago, I was working for a charter company, and a lot of the pilots that I worked with, when they went to the Caribbean, they would bring me back these very unique and one-of-a-kind bottles. And I started reviewing rum on my personal Instagram, just with friends. And literally, I always used to tag my Rum Diaries, and then people just kept on asking me, "Oh, when's your next review? You should totally make this." And of course, a year ago, the pandy hit, and then we were all bored at home and drinking a ton of rum anyway. So here's my channel.
that's awesome.
I love it. I love it. What
I
a
love
great
that.
story. What a great way to get started. I feel like rum is fun. That's kind of the thing we like to promote
Yep.
on our channel.
Absolutely.
I think up to this point, rum was really big in the U.S., flipped over to whiskey. Rum is making a kind of a comeback right now, and I think a lot of the rum drinkers that are already out there, I think some of them, not all of them, have a hard time accepting some of the newer rum people to the community because they don't have as much experience. So they're doing the traditional thing. They're mixing it with pops. They're doing different cocktails with things that maybe are more traditional to having on its own. And I think they're not being super accepting of it. But we like to promote, as long as you're enjoying it, keep going, keep
Yeah,
you're doing it
experimenting,
right
if you're
keep
enjoying
trying
it.
it. That's really what it's all about. We're here to have fun. We're here to have a good time.
Yep.
There's no right or wrong. We're
No.
just all here to experience rum, help the community grow, help these companies get this rum out there so that your rum shelves get bigger and we all get to enjoy some better tasting cocktails, at
Yeah.
home. So that's kind of the whole goal of it all.
And that's kind of how we got introduced to Nia too.
Exactly.
Through some of the contacts and the Rum is Fun community, which Nia is a part of, we're a part of, and we're trying to grow this community
Exactly.
with everybody's help.
This is the #1 rum community in all of YouTube.
It is.
And you guys got to realize you're here right now. You're living it. You found it. And this community of these rum drinkers, with Nia, and what everybody's trying to do is absolutely incredible, and we support it 100%. We're going to see Rum keep rising for it, and that's what we love to do. I mean, she obviously bought a much more expensive costume than I did, which I love, because that's the dedication.
Thank you.
Really
Trying.
He really wanted to get
Oh,
a
I
shark
was on Amazon. I was looking hard.
Really wanted to,
but
yeah, couldn't quite swing that
couldn't
one.
swing it.
Yeah.
Decided to buy a bottle of rum instead.
So
I hate
here
it when
we
that
are
happens.
sitting in the middle of Iowa in our pool, and we're in a snorkel mask.
I love it though. I'm the shark. You guys are the swimmer, so we're the perfect combo tonight.
Exactly.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying. We're doing good. So it's a lot of fun. I love it. I'm kind of looking in on the chat a little bit as we go. I can't help myself. I love some of it going on there. Fred's judging you for your vodka drinking as well too. I just thought I'd point that
Sorry,
out.
Fred.
I'm just kidding. He's not judging you, but
Who's wearing
Paul
the
wants to
Speedo?
know which one of us is wearing the Speedo.
Yeah.
I don't want to disclose
I don't
that
know.
information.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that up for
Isn't there a thing called super chat?
super chat. I think
Yeah,
there's-
there you go.
I don't know. So.
Huge shout out to Paul from Drums and Rums too. If you have not checked out his podcast, he does musicians, rum distillers. He travels like I do, and he actually has some very cool podcast episodes where you can actually see the distiller and talk to the distiller master or the master blender, which is so interesting.
Absolutely. Paul is one of our members of our group, right, Nia?
He
And
sure
he does
is.
an amazing job with those interviews. I mean, he lands some interviews that I'm not sure how he does it. You know, he has some fantastic interviews out there. So please check out Drums and Rums podcast. I think you'll also find him on YouTube, right?
Yep.
He's
Yep,
got some videos
YouTube.
out
On the
there.
tube of you.
Or the tube of you.
I'm just here to throw
What
you
is
off.
that?
I'm literally here to throw you
What
off.
are you doing?
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm just sipping
Oh
on my rum.
my goodness.
Don't mind me.
What am I gonna? Anyhow.
Follow-up question.
Yes.
Okay. So I like this question because it really makes people think. I think it's the most rum-like question that could ever be asked. It's a really important one because how you answer.
Now hang on. There's a way big buildup. Has anybody else noticed this? The huge buildup.
This
Please don't disappoint.
I
Because I mean, this is a huge buildup right here.
I never
Here
do.
we go.
Here's
Here's the question. He's gonna shoot it to you right now.
I'm coming.
Go for it.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go.
I appreciate
After
that.
all the big buildup, here we go.
Okay. So, God dang it. So, stole my thunder so hard right there. So the one thing I want to ask you that I like asking because it really tells a lot about rum, influencers and what they do is, and it's really important. If your rum show had a spirit
Oh
animal,
my God, I knew it.
what would
knew
it
it.
be and why?
What would be your spirit animal?
The
for your
spirit
show?
animal of your rum show and why?
I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to think
see?
about that one.
It's
Well,
super
you know
important.
what? I already know the answer.
I obviously already have shark on the mind, so
Exactly.
you know,
That's-
hello.
There you go.
I get it too. It's just a really important one because what you pick really determines a lot. It's going to tell me a lot. I might judge you more or less depending on what you pick.
Jeez.
I'm just saying.
No, this is a judgment-free
We
zone
never
right
judge.
here.
We never judge. That's the best part about this
Yeah.
community is nobody judges anyone.
We
But I
don't
like
care.
to tell people that we do because it really puts them on the
Because we
spot.
don't. Because we don't.
I know
We
you
don't
guys
judge
always
anybody.
repeat that on your shows. There's a judgment-free zone.
That's right. It
Very
absolutely
good.
is. So you feeling the shark is kind of embodying?
I do. I definitely do.
I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
that's awesome.
And the reason why would be
Because
Yeah.
I'm an apex predator, baby.
Whoa! Check it out. That's awesome. I love that answer,
That's
Mia.
amazing.
That
That's
is
fantastic.
amazing.
I'm coming for all the rum.
I mean, we gotta drink to that.
Cheers.
That was a great answer.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. I love it.
So I have one question for you.
All
Cause
right, we're ready.
Oh.
I'm always prepared.
Hang on, I'm getting nervous now.
so talking about controversial things in the rum community, I know, and you guys say you don't judge, and you're a true testament to that saying, because when you guys are drinking your rum, the way you review your rum is mixing it with, as you call it, pop. Some people, I call it soda. So why did you guys decide to stick with that simple additive to the rum, but a little bit controversial because I know a lot of the rum community people frown upon that. I don't. I'm like you guys. I think you should drink your rum however you want to drink it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that
I
too.
appreciate that. Yeah, I think I'll start. I'll let you finish.
You go ahead and start.
But I think the big thing for me at least is that we started that way because we're backyard rum drinkers. You know, when we're not in the ocean, we're hanging out in the backyard.
In the ocean.
And you know, we like to have fun and hang out. And a lot of people that are new to rums or don't know a lot about rum or started with something like Captain or Sailor, they're drinking it with a Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, you know, a pop mixer like that or a soda mixer. And I think that so many people that are not yet in the rum community are drinking that. And I think there's a barrier there where the people who are in the rum community are kind of keeping those people out, and the people who are out don't feel like they're welcomed in. And I'm kind of, I think for me, like a big part was nixing that wall and saying, hey, we're all here to enjoy rum. We drink a lot of our rums like that. We're backyard rum drinkers too. And I think a lot of people are kind of ashamed to say that they are because people make them feel bad for it. And I think we're just trying to say, let's be done with that. Let's be done with the judgment. Let's just all enjoy rum however we want, have fun, and forget about the rules, because with rum, as far as I've ever learned, there are no rules. Yeah. And it should just be a good time.
It's a pirate community.
Exactly.
Come on, for goodness sake, it's a pirate community.
Exactly. You know, let's all have fun.
Tell a pirate, hey, you're doing that wrong. You shouldn't be mixing that together like that. You're just doing it wrong.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, and you know, we've had a lot of people tell us that through the years.
Yep.
And you know,
and we thank them for that.
We do. You know, our opinion has always been, you know, if you enjoy drinking this the way that you drink it, just drink it and enjoy it. You know, for us, there are certain rums that we would rather have on their own. There are certain rums that, yes, we would rather mix with a soda or a pop. There's also rums that go better into a better cocktail, you know, a more complicated cocktail. And we have those as well. But for, you know, like Robert said, when we started this, you know, we wanted to keep it simple for everybody. We wanted to make everyone feel welcome to join us and join in. And what a better way than to take the world's most famous cocktail, which is just a rum and Coke, right? Or a rum and soda, however you want to say it. That's what everybody starts out with. You know, everybody has to start someplace. Yep. And I think a lot of people forget that, you know, and they look down on those new beginners where Robert and I were like, come on in, join us. Rum is fun.
Fred says rum is for rebels, and I love it. I couldn't agree with it more. It's for doing it the way you want to do it.
And that's what we do.
Not following the system or what other people tell you to do. Be a rebel, drink some rum. Rum is fun, have a good time, and do not, there's so much judgment in this world.
There is.
And we're done with it. Nope. We're breaking that wall down, guys.
Yes. I love it. No judgment. Welcoming everybody, right?
Exactly.
We do.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's just one thing we got a zero tolerance policy for. We always hit everything with positivity, though. We're not those people that if you come in kind of harsh, we were not just going to boot people out. No. We want to make sure that we give everybody the opportunity. We explain what we're doing.
That is going to be one thing. I'm going to jump in here and say that Robert here has done an amazing job, because we've had a lot of really critical, you know, comments about how we do things, right? Because we're always doing things wrong. Okay? I mean, seriously. We're always doing
I can only imagine. I think people have been nicer to me because I'm a woman.
Comments on that very particular thing right there.
Right.
But Robert does an amazing job in giving back some feedback to them and telling them thank you for their opinion, and we appreciate their thoughts, and here's why we do what we do. And more times than not, you know, those same people are very accepting of the fact that we were nice to them in our response to their very critical comments.
And once they heard what we were trying to do, they were like, oh that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, now I get it.
Yeah, we get it now. And they were, some of them will join us. I mean, I would say more join us than not. I would say more than 50% of the times we respond to that, they actually join the community. So I
love your fans too. I have a ton of new subscribers that put a comment. They're like, oh, Robert and Roger sent me, and I welcome them on board too. I'm like, if you need anything, like a sample of something, I'm here to help everybody out, expose everybody to these amazing rums that luckily here in Florida I have access to. But
Yes,
in other
you're
parts, I
very
know they
lucky.
don't.
Exactly. Oh, I'm so glad. Rum Army, I'm glad that you guys
Yeah.
jumped over to. That
Yeah.
means a lot. I know Sean's here, Greg's here, Mrs. Doc even stopped
Mrs.
by.
Doc is here.
And I love it. You know, I've seen some familiar names popping up, and that just super appreciative that, you know, we are expanding this rum community.
Yes.
And Nia is great at this, and I think you got a long ways to go ahead of you too, and a lot in front of you, and I think it's awesome. So
I think this was a great idea to do Shark Week.
I know.
You know, this is amazing.
It's my favorite week of the year.
I mean, it just gives us another excuse to sit in the pool and drink rum, for crying out loud. Yeah,
I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
Well, yeah, the ocean.
Yeah, the ocean of Iowa.
Right, the Iowa Ocean.
Landlocked Iowa.
It is very oceany over here.
So what rum are you drinking tonight?
So we have the Kraken, but we are going to flip here.
Kraken.
I'm almost out. See, my cup's
I know,
getting more
because
yellow.
I remember you got two bottles. What's your
Oh,
second
good
bottle?
thing you got that cup.
But we got the Kraken of Illinois in the pool here, and then we got a backup rum
Captain Hook.
of Caribbean Hook.
Oh, Caribbean
Hook. Come on, how much rum have you had?
Well,
I mean,
well, yeah, okay.
there's only
Caribbean
two.
Hook.
There's only two
Well,
rums.
You gotta excuse me. I thought it was Captain.
You're making us look like fools.
Really? I am?
I mean, we
It's
were looking super cool.
Oh yeah, super
Until you
knowledgeable
said
before. Yeah, when we were sitting in our pool with a snorkel set on. Yep.
The neighborhood has accepted us as we are at this point.
Well, I'm not sure about the new neighbors.
No, we do have new neighbors.
Yeah,
so.
we do have new neighbors.
You just gotta invite them over and give them some rum. They'll be okay.
I
Exactly.
understand. Yes, exactly.
Exactly. I love it.
So one more question.
Yes.
I'm the type of rum drinker that I pick my rum based on my mood and day, like the time of day. What kind of drinkers are you guys? Like sometimes, like if I'm going to a pool, I'd pick something like tropical with coconut or pineapple. What do you guys tend to pick or steer towards?
Well, what type of rum drinkers are we? You want to hit this one first? Or?
What type of rum drinkers are we? Heavy.
No, we're not. Okay, so I'm gonna jump right in here, Nia, and yes, I understand exactly. You know, I get a lot of questions all the time. What is your go-to rum? You know, what rum do you truly enjoy all the time? What's your go-to rum? And my answer to that is always, well, it just depends on my mood. You know, and it sounds like you can relate right to that. You know,
Absolutely.
It just depends on if I'm feeling something a little bit harsher, if I want something a little bit smoother, and something maybe a little bit sweeter, you know, that type of thing. So I have kind of an array of different rums that are actually my go-to rums. I mean, I probably have, I don't know, 20 different rums that I would consider my go-to rums depending on my mood. Now, if I'm adventurous for that weekend, you know, I might pull something out that maybe I haven't had in a while, and it's like, you know, hey, this the spot, or yeah, I need to move on to something different. But absolutely, I completely understand. It's all about the mood that you're in when
I
you
love
choose
that.
the rum that you're going to have that evening.
Yeah.
I completely agree, 100%.
I mean, I think I'm close to that, but I will say this, that I'm like that now because we have too many rums to mention around the house. And so at that point, I feel like it has to be a mood thing because there's just way too much to pick from, that if you're really trying to go through and just try stuff because you have it, I'm going to be drinking rum 7 days a week, 365, and I'm never going to have a sober moment. So I think I got to that point. But I will say, when I started drinking rum, I don't know if it was necessarily as much of a mood for the rum, but the way I mixed it. So,
Okay.
so I would get my favorite rums, and I'd have something like the Real McCoy 5-year. I'd have things like Captain Private Stock, Bacardi Oakheart, R.I.P.
Yeah, baby.
I know, R.I.P. Right?
Right, and you know, we would have it. Sometimes we'd sip it on its own, and sometimes we'd mix it into a pop. Sometimes we'd make fun cocktails, and we'd look up ways to mix it.
Yep.
And we use the common rums that we kept as the everyday rums. And I think that's a common thing for probably most people that don't have hundreds of rums to choose from. And I still think I'm that way at home.
Right.
But, you know, when I come over here and we have everything at our disposal, I definitely now have navigated to whatever I feel in the moment of those flavors, because we have every flavor you could kind of want. You can kind of do that. So
what's your bottle collection at right now? Do you guys know?
we are somewhere around the
Probably 300.
to 350 mark
Yeah.
at the moment.
Holy
of
crap,
bottles
that's
with
a
rum
lot.
in it. That's with the bottles with rum in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
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 So the empty bottle collection just keeps kind of growing too. I don't know.
It
Weird.
does.
As time goes on, it seems like that collection is growing.
Funny how that works.
It is funny how that works.
I'm not
Is it
sure.
disproportionate?
I don't know who's drinking it.
I
I'm
don't
just
either.
saying. I don't know where it's
I mean,
going.
it seemed to be full when we started.
Right?
There you go.
Oh, thank you. God,
Needed
you're
that,
thinking
right?
so far ahead. I love it.
I'm
I got a
there for you,
compliment.
buddy. I'm
Sean's
there for you.
Sean was appreciating my cup. I'm just over here refilling. I got
Sean?
some rum in the bottom, and I'm just over here making some more.
Oh my.
Yeah, Sean, scoop it up at the luxury section of Walmart.
The luxury section of Walmart.
Yeah. Don't encourage him, Nia.
It's
Come on.
fantastic.
Don't encourage
You
him.
got snacks right here. You get it on here.
Oh my goodness.
It's fantastic.
You're a
It's
pro.
absolutely-
You're a pro at this.
I know. I've been doing this for a while now. I'd like to think of myself as a professional at this point. This is kind of the tools that professionals use. At
Yeah.
least I like to tell
a
myself
snack
that.
cup. Is that what it's
A
called?
snack cup.
Snack
It's
cup.
my snack cup. That's
Yeah.
what I call it anyway.
Yeah, before we got went live with you guys tonight, he's like, hey, right here, go grab my snack cup. I'm like, your what? Your snack cup? He's like, yeah, go grab my snack cup. And hey, put some snacks in it too while you're at it.
Yeah.
It's like,
He wanted VIP service today.
Well, I'm over here playing with electronics in the ocean, so I felt like I
Yeah.
had the more dangerous job.
I agree.
Probably
I'll
so.
agree to that.
Put snacks in. I'm risking my life setting up electronics in the ocean. Which is never a suggestion. Don't anybody do that.
Yeah.
We do not condone putting any electronics near water.
we are not professionals, but we do not recommend this either.
That might be the best disclaimer I've
I
ever
know,
heard
right?
ever. That's
I
a
know.
pretty good disclaimer.
Yeah.
So there's that.
You guys, thank you so much for being with me today. I so appreciate your time. And as always, you're an inspiration to my channel. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we will have another live video with Paul from Drums and Rums on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right? Am I correct? Or 7? Sorry, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry, Paul, don't kill me. And with Paul, I was actually able to curate a bottle that has a shark on it. And it's a rum from Belize. And part of the proceeds they donate to shark conservation in Belize. So I'm very excited to try that bottle with Paul.
At 7 on Wednesday.
That's awesome.
7
That's
p.m.
awesome.
Wednesday, Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much, guys. I look forward to next year. I love your setup. I can't wait to
Heck
see
yeah.
the setup
Oh,
for
we just
next
appreciate
year.
Thank you, Nia. Thank
Appreciate
you
you
so
letting
much
us
for
come
having
hang
us
out.
on your show.
Honestly,
This has been awesome.
this has been fun. It's the first time we've gone live from the ocean, which I hope there's more
Yeah.
of this to come.
You know, and I'm usually snorkeling by myself, so it was really nice to have my son-in-law to go snorkeling.
I don't
with
know how
this
you
time.
breathe in these things.
It's
Like
so simple. It's just like
official review. I'm not sure how I feel about this yet.
One
I'm pretty
star.
Sure you're trying
One
to
star for
suffocate
the
me
snorkel
and you
gear.
plugged the air holes.
Oh, well, maybe on yours I did.
I know. See, I'm still not convinced you didn't plug
I'm
the
not
air
sure.
holes on mine.
We'll have to go down to the ocean and check
Yeah,
that out,
down
right?
to the ocean.
Right? Trust me, it'll be fine.
Trust him. We'll go out on a boat.
Yeah,
We'll put it to the
it'll
test.
be good.
Kick me off.
Yeah, do you want to try it now, Robert? Do
What was that?
you want to try your mask on now? See how it goes?
It is not.
See? Right. All good. Careful, careful. All right. See? Didn't that work good?
It worked out super well.
Right?
I mean, I will say no water got in, but on the other hand, I still didn't feel like I was breathing super well. So there's
my-
that factor.
It's just practice.
It's
You
just
gotta- We'll
practice.
get you down there.
Practice?
Trust me, it'll be okay.
I feel like you're just gonna hold me under there.
No.
I don't feel like
just
I'm coming
until
back
you start
up.
breathing.
Guys, if you're watching this, this might be my last live ever. Royer is trying to replace me.
He's trying to replace you.
Now.
This was actually an interview for Nia to join, and I'm being kicked.
Come on, Nia.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for everybody tuning in. Make sure you sign that petition in the description. Check out again the Shark Drinking Rum merch that we put out with Vanessa, who was on the channel yesterday. Subscribe to Just Drinking. Make sure if you go on their lives, you tell them I sent you.
That's right.
Yeah.
We want to know.
We do want to know.
Yeah, tell them Nia from My Rum Diaries sent you. And also, don't forget to check the Rise of the Monster Hammerheads tonight at 10 p.m. right after this.
That's what I'm watching.
Yep, we'll
Me
be
too.
there.
I love it.
Okay, everybody. Have a great evening, and I look forward to the next Shark Rum. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.